Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford Paddock. I am Adam Mckola. I am with the birthday boy, Mr. Stephen Howson, and he's got a birthday win as well. How you feeling after that?
Right, I'm having a better day than Tony is.
It's a good day, isn't it? I know Tony's birthday today. He gets a birthday win as well, but he also got a birthday injury.
He had a birthday walk around the edge of the pitch on his own with a limp. Didn't look like he had a good day.
He didn't have a good day, no, but he'll be feeling happy because Manchester United got 3 points, which is the most important thing today. And it was a game or two half. Steve, I'm so confused. Are we good or are we bad?
We're both. We are both, and that's the problem is, I think our wins are founded without confidence. Like, do you know when Liverpool and City were on like title charges, they'd like turn up to places.
Yeah.
People would get smacked aside like 5-6-0, and you'd be like, Jesus, did you see them at the weekend? They were so good. Like, what are we going to do? They absolutely walloped them. And then we're winning, but we're going behind to do it. We're coming back. It's exciting. Yeah? For all of the people who was like, I'd rather it was entertaining. Where are all you lot, by the way?
Coming from behind's insane.
Yeah, but like, people was like, do you remember when we was like drawing 0-0 under Moyes and under Louis? People would be like, do you know what? I'd rather lose if we just went for it sometimes. But no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't, because we've gone for it under Ollie and we've lost, and you've all pulled your fucking hair out. Whereas, we are going for it under Ollie. We are coming from behind. We're literally breaking his own records that he only set last week now, in terms of like consecutive wins, in terms of like coming back from behind. No one had ever done 4. No one's ever done 5. I won't put it past us to do fucking 6. Like, we seem to give these teams the opportunity to get their noses in front, and then we have to try and come back from behind. It's frustrating. And it shows the frailties in the team, but coming back also shows some of the qualities that we've got in the team as well.
It definitely does show the qualities. And it's those qualities that can help. Like, these are the kind of results when you're playing badly, you come from behind. Championship winning results. Now, obviously, we're not a championship winning team yet, but still a lot to play for. But that win, it takes us into a position where we've not been playing great so far this season.
2 points
and we're
top.
in and around the mix. Possibly going through to the knockout stage of the Champions League. If we can get that job done in RB Leipzig, suddenly our season takes on a different shape, doesn't it?
Let's say 2 wins this week now, which is a bigger ask than it is to say it. Like, which is why people would probably use the phrase easier said than done. If you got 2 points, where's City? 1 point behind us?
I think they are behind us, yeah.
Right, so they're either on level or 1 point behind us. It's in that sort of ballpark. So let's say we put that 1 point over City into 4.
Well, they've got a game in hand as well.
We'd have a game.
And everyone else. No, City and United were the ones that missed the first week.
Well, either way, we're 4 points clear of them, so we've got no games in hand on them. Bollocks. If we can do that, 4 points ahead of City and in the knockout stage after being in the group of death, you want to fucking sort your heads out if you think that you want to be doing any better. On top of that, we had no pre-season. On top of that, still glaring holes in the squad, not accounted for, not dealt with in the transfer window. Injuries to key players.
Loads of players out of form. So imagine when, like, Cavani's played well, so I'm not saying he's not played well, but imagine when he's at his best, he's fully fit. Yeah. Greenwood scored a great goal today. He's not at his best yet. Martial,
Greenwood does this a lot.
Our top goal scorer hasn't even scored in the league. So imagine when those things start to fall into place, the team automatically takes on a different dimension.
Yep.
Which is great. Interesting midfield we started with today. Pogba, McTominay, Van der Beek. Obviously, we didn't end with that midfield. Bruno came on, creates 8 chances in 45 minutes or something ridiculous. I don't think anyone's done that in even 90 minutes this season. How important is Bruno to us? Or was it that he just brought in what we were missing? Because there seemed to be a big disjointed hole in the middle of the midfield and the attack.
One of the reasons why I struggle on the watch-alongs is because I'm trying to talk, and you've got to talk all the way through, and talking and trying to figure out what's going on at the same time is really hard to do. So I struggle figuring out how we're playing right or how we're playing bad while the game's going on. And I'm going to have to watch it back to see what the change was, because on the top of my head, it was really difficult to see why we were struggling to hold the ball in the forward 3 in the first half. But we was definitely struggling to do that. And then in the second half, you bring on Bruno, you bring on Rashford. They're two players that like to go a bit more direct, and the easiest way to nullify them is to just sit a little bit deeper, and then he got nowhere to go. And West Ham seemed to do the opposite of that. West Ham seemed to be more risk-taking. West Ham seemed to have a higher line in the second half. Now, I think part of that was when we got one goal back, when we scored Pogba's goal, I think they went, oh, fuck it, let's go get him again, because we're getting a lot of chances. And I think they backed themselves and fucked it up. The third, I don't really know, but I think that and aside from that, like you said, Bruno created 8 chances. I think he's done this several times. He's created the most chances in the league prior to today. So you can't just say, oh, was it a fluke? No, that's literally what Bruno offers. And for all of the people that just see his penalties and think that that's all he is as a footballer, well, for starters, even without his penalties, he's still got a crazy number of goals and assists. The penalties makes it ridiculous. But when he's got the chance creation on top of managed to get any goals, on top of penalties as well, he's just unbelievable.
No one ever says, oh, Shearer's not really the top goal scorer in the Premier League because he scored loads of pens. It's Andy Cole then.
Yeah.
No one ever does that.
Nope.
But Bruno.
Yep.
Don't count, I suppose. We have won, and we have got this incredible away run. Is that why it's so frustrating for fans then, when you do see this kind of up and down, Jekyll and Hyde?
Well, what was it?
And how
0
can you
for 3 at
explain
home,
that?
was it?
Like, how can you explain
Is that what it was? 0 for 3 at home?
Well, we lost against Palace. We lost against Spurs. We drew with Chelsea, and we lost against Arsenal.
So, yeah, the home form's been... Might be coincidental, might be what we deserved at the time, might be whatever, but the home form's been shit. The home form has been shit. But the fact remains that, people was talking about pulling up that league table from January and be like, well, what the fuck does that? Okay, well, let's ignore the league table from January, because all we was using it for is to show the progression that we've made as a club. Let's use the league table from, I don't know, this afternoon and say, we're 2 points off the top with loads of injuries. How about fucking relax, bro?
How about relax? What do you think the target should be for us?
I don't know.
I'm not asking you to say, oh, we're going to win the league.
No,
I think
it's really difficult to pin a target this season. And I think people really underestimate the lack of pre-season and the effect that's going to have. And we actually don't even know what effect that's going to have later in the season. We've also got a horrible Christmas period where it could all literally fall to rat shit. I'd just say, just see how it goes. Ollie's clearly the right guy. If you can't see that Ollie is the best manager that we've had post-Fergie, then I don't know what the fuck you need to say. The team plays how we want it to play. No one's going, oh, well, I guess we'll just absolutely toss it off in some of these big games because that's what Jose does. We don't do that. We turn up everywhere and have a go, don't we? And for all them people are like, oh, I'd love it if we just had a go sometimes. Yeah, they're pretty fucking quiet now, because that's what I used to see with Louis. It's what I used to see with Jose. This team feels like a Manchester United team. I'm proud of watching them lads. I like them lads. It's the most likeable team that we've had post-Fergie. And as we've said all along, I don't know if Ollie's the guy that's ever going to win us a title. But he's certainly leaving the club in a better position than when he found it. And if they only back the guy in the window, we've seen what having someone on the right-hand side can do. Imagine what we would have been doing if we'd have had what he wanted. So I just say you got to keep backing the guy. Keep supporting the guy. The guy's literally been here. Is it 2 years like next week? Fucking hell.
2 permanent years.
Sir Alex Ferguson was in the middle of coming 13th as fuck 2 years into his United reign.
2 years of permanent when it's March, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, 2 years since
Do you know what I mean?
caretaker. Since he took the wheel.
He's had a couple of good runs in that. A couple of really good runs, and then a couple of periods where it's kind of gone a bit west a little bit. Well, yeah, guess what? That happens sometimes. That happened under Fergie, who was the greatest manager ever. Why would you expect someone to be better than the greatest manager ever? And I think he's doing a decent job. Here's the thing. If there was someone who was an obvious upgrade, it's different. And for all the people that think Pochettino's an obvious upgrade, that's just funny, I think. There isn't an obvious upgrade out there.
I don't think there's anyone that comes in, and I know we kind of thought Jose was, I suppose, he guaranteed some trophies, but I don't think there is a guarantee of trophies. Like, there isn't.
There's no one with 30 trophies under the belt.
Unless you get Klopp or someone which you're not going to get. I don't think there's a guarantee.
But even that guy, you have to back him. Because until he brought Alisson and Van Dijk in, they were swimming around 4th, which isn't good enough, clearly. So, unless you back the guys...
Got to sack the guys.
Yeah.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Get your happy birthday messages into Mr. Stephen Howson. And keep it locked to Stretford Paddock. Ta-ra. Head over to stretfordpaddock.bigcartel.com and check out the Paddock merch. And for a short time, you can get 20% off orders with 2 items or more using the code Paddock20. Go get on it.